Hey, I don't have to tell you that we live in a very divided world. Our smartphones, our television and computer screens, social media is designed for us to be drawn into this endless scroll they're trying to keep our eyeballs locked in those screens as long as possible. Thousands of programmers on the other side of our screen, their job is to keep us addicted, keep you addicted, keep me addicted, because the more we're addicted, the more dollars they make. Marketers need eyeballs. The algorithms are set to cause you and me to be enraged, to be riled up, to be outraged. So we need to set our minds on something else, because all this is doing is causing division. And here's what the world needs right now. The world needs a united church. It needs Christ followers that are devoted to Jesus, but also devoted to one another. The great commandment is this. They asked Jesus, what is the most important commandment? And Jesus said, without hesitation, he said, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. You see, the gates of hell will not prevail against the church, but the gates of hell will prevail against a divided church. Jesus said that by this, all men will know that you're my disciples, because of the love that you have for one another. So how can we be divided when we think so differently, when we act so differently, when we have different sensibilities, we have different tastes, we have different beliefs politically, we have different beliefs about so many different things. We come from different backgrounds, we have different skin colors, we just come from different life experiences, and so we see the world differently, and we have different opinions on so many things. How can we be united as a church when the world is so divided? We're going to have to humble ourselves and think about others more than ourselves and treat others better than ourselves the Jesus way. Jesus said, the first shall be last, but the last shall be first. We have to have the same attitude in ourselves that was in Jesus, who, though he was God, did not hold on and grasp that, but he humbled himself and became obedient, even to the point of death. We need to humble ourselves and prefer our brothers and sisters over ourselves and unite ourselves in the one thing that will unite us, Jesus, in him crucified and him raised again from the dead. We're not going to agree politically. We're not going to agree on our favorite flavor of ice cream or a world of other things that really do matter. But here's the one thing that as disciples of Jesus, we can agree on. Jesus is Lord. And it's more important to walk in love than to win an argument. You see, a disciple is a person or an adherent to the doctrines of another, a follower. You can be a disciple of Jesus, but you can be a disciple of Sigmund Freud. And what I'm afraid of is that the wrong voices are discipling us today. Cable news, social media, Google, whatever you're watching, is forming a belief system in you, and you're following that ideology more perhaps than you're following theology, your study and belief of God. Understand this, that this world is upside down and Jesus came to set it right. And so let's devote ourselves again to be followers of Jesus and walk in love towards one another. The world is looking for answers, and they don't need to see our wagging finger pointing blame at them and screaming at them and telling them they have to believe and vote like we do. No, we're calling people to come follow Jesus just like we are. Come follow Jesus. As I follow Jesus, you follow Jesus also. So if your cable news, your social media, the other voices on the screens that you're watching are causing you to be enraged, causing you to hate, causing division, then maybe it's time to shut them off, to unsubscribe, or at least to lessen its influence upon you. It's time for you and me to be followers of Jesus. Here's the remedy that Paul gives in Colossians chapter 3, verse 1. If you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your mind on things above, not on things that are on the earth. It's time to set our minds. It's time for us to again be disciples of Jesus, to take up our cross daily and follow Jesus, to love God and love other people. Love other people that are different from us. Come together in worship. Come together in the house of God. Come together in community. People that are different skin color, different beliefs, different backgrounds, different ideologies, but we come together in this one heart, this one mind, this one Lord, this one faith, this one baptism, and declare that Jesus is Lord. Love you guys. We'll see you again real soon. I'm starting a Sunday night house church that you can watch every week at 6 o'clock right here on my channel and all the channels of Cornerstone Church. We'd invite you to watch. We'd invite you to come and bring some friends together and start a home group, start a house church in your location. Love you. We'll see you soon. Have a great day. And remember that Jesus is Lord.